Hi, everyone. Welcome to another Graphic Arts Alliance webinar. We are really excited to be here with all of you. We have an exciting afternoon prepared for you, actually. We're here with the Magnet Group. Magnet Group is one of our newest vendor partnerships, and the Magnet Group specializes in promo products. And this is an area that we are really happy to be rolling out with our members because it's certainly an area of growth. So I'd like to introduce Dan Jelenic, who is the head of Magnet Group, and his team, June Edwards and Jessica Majors. They're going to give us a little bit of an insight into delving into the world of promo products. And then we're going to open it up for Q&A at the end, because for some of you, you might have dipped your toe into this already, and maybe this is just going to expand your knowledge. Some of you, maybe you're looking to get into this side of things. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Dan to introduce his team, and then Jessica will get us kicked off with some great industry insights. So
fantastic, and thank you so much, Wendy and Nika, for the last couple of months we've been talking and working together, and it's been fabulous. And for me, yes, I'm excited, but I just what brings me excitement is the ability to help other people and help other people grow a business. So that's, when we talk about excitement, that's what really excites me. And June and I, well, first of all, I have June Edwards, the Director of Sales Operations, on the phone. Quick wave, June, thank you. And Jessica Majors, one of our all-star regional sales managers, who actually has spent time on the print side over her career in the industry. So understands a lot of the things that you guys deal with on a day-to-day basis, and I think will be that much more helpful to facilitate any of your wants, needs, strategizing, whatever it may be. But coming off a week of Printing United and attending some of their industry events, mainly there was a meeting, some VIP meeting, and they talked about the industry. And on the print side, about a third of the people were up, and about 2/3 of the room or the industry was either flat to down. Hopefully everybody at GAA is up. I'm sure they are, or doing great. But we see it as a huge opportunity to add value to you guys, to augment your sales through promotional products. You guys have the doors open with your client base. We just want to help you sell more once the door is open. Over the last year or two, we see, I look at every order that comes into the Magnet Group, and more I was seeing print in the title, and office and graphics and things that really talk to not the traditional promo distributors, but really a whole new world. And we've been in the print world, and we've been doing Printing United shows and other shows for years. But in years past, it's traditionally been very heavy onto magnets and direct mail, not so heavy on promo. When we talk today, I want to try to change that paradigm. So, if we can grow your business and 25% of your business can be in promo, and knowing your revenues, you can do the math, but that'll be, again, a great way. And it's what excites me, growing your business at a very profitable rate. I know margins on the print side are challenging, and on the promo side as well, on any side of business. But I do feel like we can make you great margins, and really all we kind of need from the GAA side is a willingness to open up and learn and brainstorm about customers. One of the things that I think about is I have a lot of print customers that deal with universities, and for every university, they should have a university magnet in one of their mailers. We can help you with that. Again, I was talking to a large group that focused on hospitals and doing a lot of print out to hospitals. If we can get a FYI, did you know magnet going for hospitals in terms of heart care, pediatrics, all the different things, you guys have those doors, I think, and I think we can help you put more things in the box and grow sales. So that's what we're really here for. That's what we're really excited for. We have great deals for Printing United. You have our special pricing, which again, we'll reiterate in communication. Just last week, we did a little coupon for everybody at GAA that has some magnets on it, as well as some free goods. We will send that out to everybody electronically, so you can get some free goods with your name on it. You could use it as a spec sample to do for one of your favorite customers, just to kind of get a touch and feel of some of the things that we do. And again, at the end of the day, it's real simple: gross sales, no inventory, no equipment, just some fun people to talk to and brainstorm with and help you and hold your hand, or to whatever level you would like us to participate, whether it's wearing your jersey, being part of your team. We feel like we can help grow your sales. And that's why, again, very appreciative of the time that you've allotted us. And I know we're on a 45-minute. Dan talks a lot, so I'm gonna, June is flashing me like, okay, enough. Let me turn it over to Jessica, who again has been been with us for about a year now. Superstar in the promo industry, but also touches the print industry as well. And I wanted her to lead us through some things. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jessica.
Excellent. Thank you, Dan. That was a great introduction. Jessica, it's all yours. You've got the screen.
All right, thanks. Well, I'm happy to be here with you all. As Dan mentioned, I spent 10 years in the print industry, so trust me when I say we speak the same language. And print and promo definitely go hand in hand, and we'll go over some things today that are very natural fits. If you can sell print, I'm just saying you can sell promo too. So super excited to be able to add this to your toolbox. The coolest thing is that you don't have to be the expert. If you want to be the promo expert, you can. We'll teach you everything you need to know. But if not, we'll do it for you. We will go in on sales calls with you. We will do presentations with you, send you samples, provide virtuals, do all the things that we can do to really make this a seamless process for you to add revenue. So I'm going to share my screen here to start. Hold on a second. Let me pop this up. Gotta love technology here. Share. Oh. Okay, wait. Here it is. Trying to figure out. Can you see my screen?
We got you. Yep.
All right, great. Now I can't see. Let me move you. I'm going to move you over here. All right. Okay. So why promotional products? Well, first of all, in 2024, promotional product industry revenue exceeded $26 billion. So I'm sure you all would love to have a little bit of that. Healthcare, nonprofit, insurance, retail, real estate, technology, those are just some of the top vertical markets in the industry. That's just touching on a few. I'm sure that all of you here work with some of those, but not only the promotional product industry, but why promotional products from the Magnet Group? Well, a couple things. The Magnet Group has been in business for over 40 years. We have a large assortment of products. We have award-winning customer service in general. If you pick up the phone and call the Magnet Group at any point in time, you're going to get a live person every single time. And that's huge. And I can say definitely that's not across the board in our industry, but that's really where we shine here at the Magnet Group, is our service, hands down. All right, jumping right in. Okay, so magnets. A couple things that I want to make sure that I mention about magnets are they're the lowest cost per impression across the board with any promotional product. You can use them in any vertical market. If you name a vertical market, I'm sure myself, Dan, or June can come up with some way that a magnet will fit in that vertical market. They're an easy add-on in addition to, or just a standalone promo item. I have a couple examples up here, but one over to the right is the Kansas City Chiefs schedule magnet, but also it has my contact information, which is a good way to keep that magnet in front of the customer. So whether it's a schedule magnet of a football team or Dan mentioned university. Magnets are huge in universities, and one of those being a schedule magnet. So whether it's their basketball team or their football team or whatever the case may be, if you can get a schedule of events or a calendar on a magnet, then you're guaranteed to keep that magnet in front of somebody for at least the duration of the football season or the duration of 12 months, with that calendar magnet. And I'll tell you too, like the Kansas City Chiefs one, I have people picking that up just for the fact that it has that schedule on it. And then it also becomes like a collector's items. My husband has multiple magnets and stickers, if you will, that are still on the refrigerator from years past, just from the just to keep the schedule in front of you. Also,
take a quick pause for 1 second, Jess.
Yeah.
One of the things that I talk about with magnets is owning the fridge. The fridge is really the info center of the house. In the average house, there's 4.2 people that go to the refrigerator multiple times a day. We have statistics say that's around 30 times a day. But if you can be going to, if you can be getting, and we talk a lot about cost per impression in our industry. I don't know if you talk about CPI as much as us, but if you can go to the fridge and have your brand looked at 30 times a day times 365 days, that's a lot of times for very little money. So, your cost per impression is 0.0000001. Again, you're talking about 10,000 impressions for something that may cost 50 cents or $1 or even less. So, owning the fridge in the home, and then I have a whole nother thing on owning the car bumper or owning, because we do car magnets as well, and that's a great line for us, is getting your brand or your client's brand on the fridge, on the car. That is one of the best things that you can do for them to gain additional exposure and brand awareness or whatever they may be trying to do. Thank you. Jessica, back to you.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. And I'll go ahead and mention here too that if we also, first of all, if you want any samples of magnets, we have a ton of different samples that we can send you. And then we can also do free spec samples on our magnets, and we can do custom die cut shapes. So if you really want to shine with your customer, we can start out with some virtuals, and then we can do a custom die cut magnet. We have a piece of equipment that will cut one, so you don't have to worry about, the die charge with that spec sample, things like that. So direct mail, I'm sure some of you are very familiar with direct mail or selling direct mail yourself. I have the philosophy of like the A-B sort pile when I have my direct mail, when I receive it in the mail and I'm walking back from the mailbox, and I'm like, throw away. But if it has a magnet, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep that magnet and I'm going to put it on my fridge, whether it's a service provider in the industry or in the area, or whatever the case may be. If it has that heavy feel to it, I'm going to open it. I'm going to notice that magnet and I'm going to stick it on my fridge. On average, adding a magnet to direct mail more than doubles the response rate. So that's huge, right? And magnet business repeats on average 8 times. We all love that repeat business that you don't have to reinvent the wheel every single time. You don't have to think about it, just reorders on a regular basis.
Real case study. I'm a Chewy customer. I have a dog. So Chewy comes to my house, and I got this in the mail yesterday. And sure enough, inside, there's the magnet that's tipped on to the dog. So again, the effectiveness, now that I'm going to keep it, it's a Chewy thing. It has their phone number on it. I'm going to stick it on my fridge, and they're going to own me for a while. And now I'm going to be buying toys and more than just the food. So again, very effective tool.
Yep.
Back to you.
Yep. Perfect. So, and don't shy away if you aren't familiar with direct mail, but your customer comes to you and they have a direct mail opportunity. Again, don't shy away from it. We have people in our company that have been doing direct mail for 40 years, and we know a little bit about it, so we can help guide you through that process as well, whether it's, providing lists, pre-sort, doing all of those different things. It's not complicated, again, when you have the backing of the service reps at the Magnet Group. So I included a bunch of real success stories. I'm not going to go through them in great detail, but I will share this presentation out to Wendy afterwards so that she can share it out with everybody. But just to give you a couple of ideas and case histories, I wanted to include this. But first of all, like nonprofit, think nonprofit. Dan always says, and it's very true, nonprofits tend to want a lot for a little, and a magnet accomplishes that. It's an inexpensive item to add to a direct mail piece or a kit or whatever the case may be. A magnet is easy to include and doesn't cost that much. Financial institutions, I just want to mention this. I'm working on an opportunity for a $100,000 business card magnet for a bank. Okay, those are the kind of orders that we're getting. We're working towards like large quantity orders when it comes to the magnets. Education, healthcare, he touched on it. Whether it's a appointment reminding type magnets or, when your shot record is type magnet, every area in a hospital can use a magnet some way, shape, or form. Every doctor's office can use a magnet some way, shape, or form. So think healthcare, education, all the different vertical markets, you can find a way to use a magnet. All right, so we talked a lot about magnets. I'm going to jump into our next product category, which are our Castelli journals. Hands down, the most beautiful journals, in my opinion, in our industry. They're all Italian made. We have a lot of different options when it comes to our Castelli journals, whether you want to keep it real simple and basic or get really extreme and creative. We can do a little bit of everything. Castelli journals, we can do spec samples on our Castelli journals too. They're the #1 conversion rate from spec sample to order. And it's because when you touch and feel the quality of a Castelli journal, then you can see the feel of them. We have a lot of different, sorry, I just drew a blank real quick. So anyways, with our Castelli journals, if you want samples of these, we can send those out as well. Think conferences. You can add a tip-in page to the front of our Castelli journal. Well, whether it's like the schedule of events. Right now we're working on like national sales meetings are coming up. I have an opportunity where we're doing 21 tip-in pages of the front of the journal with sales reps information. So you can add the sales reps information. You can add a calendar, like if you're at a certain location, you can add all different kinds of things when it comes to our Castelli journals.
One quick ad for me. So again, I told you I brought props. So we just sponsored, the ASI group had their Power Summit a few weeks ago in Arizona, and we did this book for them. And to what Jessica was saying, die cut cover, you open it up, you have the resort, you have the letter from the president of the association, you have the agenda for the show, you have the sponsors and so forth. And one thing that really resonated with me at the Power Summit, because I attended it, is there was an economist that was speaking, and she said, I speak at 100 conferences a year, and at every conference there's promo products, good for us, but they have to be, when the trend that she's seeing is more specialized, more personable, and more memorable. And she actually referenced the book that we did, and she said, this is the book that I'm going to take home. And it was really great to hear, because what we can do with Castelli, what we can do with the personalization of the tip-in pages or the advertising pages that Jessica was referencing, we can really make an impression. We can really make the event memorable. And on a very simplistic level, to say to everybody on the call or whoever sees this, to say to any of your customers, do sales conferences. I'm sure a lot of people in the organization work with universities. Is there training? Is there, freshman orientation? Whatever, there's a lot of different, and we can help you with the uses of. But for any of those events, a journal is so important, and it's such a great product. And June's going to laugh a little bit, but at the end of the day, when you write things down, you retain. When you write, you retain. If everybody's taking notes on their phone or their tablet, they're not going to get the message. So if you're going to have a sales conference and you want people to learn, you want people to retain, get them a book so they can write things down and really capture the learning part of it. I know I'm a little crazy with this stuff. All right, Jessica, back to you.
No, and I'm so glad that you showed the sample, because it really, on the screen, just looking at it, doesn't show the quality of how beautiful the Castelli journals are. And it's pretty cool, because my son was actually just at a conference this week. He works for the state of Kansas, and he sent me a picture of the back logo, and it said Castelli. And they had, I know, I thought that was awesome. So yeah. Also, we have the planner, so you're not limited to just the journal itself. It can be very useful. Not only can you add the tip-in page, you can also have the planner at the beginning of it. Right now, everybody's gearing up for 2026, which absolutely blows my mind, because it's already almost time for be 2026. But our 2026 planners are out as well. All right, so jumping into one of the other categories that we have here that we do very well at the Magnet Group are towels. So we have a huge assortment of towels, all the way from your golf towel to your cabana towel and everything in between. The majority of our towels are 100% USA grown cotton, which people are being more and more mindful of different things like that, what they're purchasing, where they're purchasing. So that's good to be able to share out with your customers. And towels, sometimes people think that those are seasonal, but they're not. We sell them all year round and for lots of different opportunities. Think, again, like I'd mentioned, the national sales conferences, executive trips, things like that. People have the towels as giveaways at those different conferences. So especially if you have to fly somewhere, it's really nice, because it's thin, small enough that they're going to pack it back in their suitcase. Even if they only have a carry-on, it's going to make it back home with them. Also, right now, people are gearing up for 2026 New Year's resolutions, wellness programs, things like that. Towels can be a good fit for that as well. We really try to position ourselves just a little bit better in the industry, a little, leg up when it comes to the towels. So we add features like we have a metal grommet and the metal carabiner on our golf towel, and you don't have to pay extra for that. It's automatic. So it's good, high quality at no additional cost. Is there anything that you want to add to the towels, Dan?
Well, the one thing that I would add from the towels, and I'm speaking firsthand on this. I think I was showing June a towel that I had from 2014 at an event. People don't throw away towels.
Yeah.
Yes, you got a pen. You may not keep all the pens. You get some different things. You may not. Maybe they're in the top drawer, or the so-called junk drawer. Towels. When I go to an event and I get a towel, that gets packed back, where a lot of stuff stays there. What we're talking about, again, whether it's the magnets, the books, and now the towels, is really impactful items that people are going to keep, because we want to make it special. We want to make it memorable. If they leave it in the room, it's not. And again, I have towels from events going back to 2013, 14. People just don't throw away towels. And again, when you look at the imprint size, whether it's a beach towel or more like the fitness towel for 26 New Year's resolutions, the imprint area is tremendous, and it's very impactful. We can get into dye sub, which again, then it's really unlimited. But again, towels, what we're showing you here, just really impactful products that people are going to keep, and they're going to keep for years. And that logo is going to resonate for years and continue to create awareness on a daily. Just a great category for us. And one of the things that we try to do, because we probably have close to 3,000 SKUs. What we try to do is we try to tell people what's selling. You know, people ask, what's new? What's this? What's that? How about what's selling, right? Isn't that kind of important? And what we're showing you today and what we're talking about today in a short time, because we all need to have longer conversations because it's tough to retain all of this unless you're writing, right, June? It's just trying to show you the winners. You know, people will say to me, "Hey, Dan, I'm a print person trying to get into promo. What should I do?" First thing you should try to do is not learn 3,000 items. We'll tell you the 10, we'll tell you the 20. Again, maybe there's awards that you need to talk about. We're not going to talk about awards per se today, but we do them as well. But we're going to try to identify the winners for you, cut down 3,000 to maybe 10, 15, 20, and we can expand that based on your needs and really simplify it with the items that are selling best.
Yep, absolutely. Tech is another strong category for us. And right now, 'tis the season for gift giving, and people really tend to gravitate towards tech. We have low MOQs on our tech items. It's, male, female, everybody can use a tech item. The two that I'm showing here are unique in the way that the small white one, you can stick it to the back of your phone and still just put it in your pocket. It's so small. It has the 5,000 mAh, and why that matters is it will charge a Apple phone from 0 to 100 1.5 times without being recharged. And the other item there is both a charging pad for a watch and the phone, a dual charger, so that you don't have to take two when you're traveling. Again, these are good items for giveaways at sales events or gift giving season, just different things like that. And I'm really glad that Dan mentioned that this is just a snapshot of what we offer here at the Magnet Group. And after this call, we would love to set up one-on-one meetings with you to individualize a presentation specifically for you and your customer base, where we can dig even a little bit deeper into all the other additional product lines that we do carry. Here's just
hang back on the tech page, because again, it's tough to keep me quiet. I apologize.
Yeah.
But coincidentally, I have that product on my desk. This is in my backpack all the time. This was not planned, by the way. You simply stick it on your phone and now you're charging. You know, one of the things I do as well is I buy all the products for the Magnet Group, and I try to follow retail trends. MagSafe wireless charger is very hot out at retail. Apple sells one very similar looking for over $100. Ours is a lot less. Great imprint area. But again, for me, this stays in my backpack wherever I go. One of the things I'm fortunate, I get to go to all the University of Georgia football games on the weekends. So by the time we leave and by the time we come home, it's a 12, 14-hour day. I carry this one and I never run out of juice. And again, for the purse, for the backpack, I don't want to say I don't want to steal American Express, but don't leave home without it. Okay, pretty good. All right, Jess, you can turn the page.
Perfect, love it. And it's so true, though. I'm so glad that you had that in front of you, because looking at it on a screen does not do it justice like it does when you see it in person. So drinkware, bags, tools, coolers, awards, and clocks, those are some additional categories that we offer here at the Magnet Group. Again, today, with our small amount of time and without overwhelming everybody, we shared just very briefly a snippet of what we have to offer. But again, the bottom line, and I just want to reiterate, is that we can help guide you. We can either teach you everything again that you need to know to be able to speak promo, to your customers, or again, we're happy to support you in doing joint sales calls or joint webinars and just different things like that. But yeah, so drinkware, bags, tools, coolers, awards, and clocks are some of those additional categories. Also, we have the ability to kit. So if you had an opportunity where your customer was going to order even if they wanted to order a print item from you, and in addition to that, they wanted to order a Castelli journal, drinkware, and a bag, we can kit all that together and drop ship it to individual locations. So keep that in mind as well. We are really unique in the way that we cater to our customers' needs. We're very individualized. So if you have a specific opportunity, we'll look at every opportunity and see if there's something that we can do to accommodate it. And again, so we will help with idea generation. If you have a specific customer, you want to send us over the logo, we will put together virtuals, we'll put together PowerPoint presentations. We will, again, we can move it into the spec sample. We can order you just sample kits of magnets, you know, you name it, we can do it. We have a lot of collateral, marketing collateral to share out with our customers that we can actually take the Magnet Group logo off of it. We can drop your logo in it so that it's easy for you to share out with your customers. We can help with all those marketing efforts as well. Okay, so that is really what I have as far as the presentation goes today. I'm really looking forward to working with each of you. I can't wait until she says questions. I hope you all have lots of questions for us that we can answer today. And then if not, moving forward, any questions that you have. And again, like I mentioned before, we are happy to put together individual meetings. So if you say, hey, Jessica, I have this, and this customer, where do you, what items do you see the most sell the most in this vertical market? We're happy to tailor the presentations to your needs specifically as well.
And we also, just so you know, we have a unbelievable national sales team. So if somebody's in the Northeast, we're going to have somebody for you in the Northeast, in California. We have people all over the country. Maybe not as good as Chess, but yes, yeah. They are. Oh, they're all great. But we can help you in your office locally. Again, we're spread out, and we will somebody in your region or your part of the world will be calling on you and servicing you. So again, you have somebody close by.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all so much. This is wonderful information, and I'm going to open it up to the members now to see if there are any questions. Feel free to drop it in the chat, or you can just unmute if you do have a question. Thank you again for sharing with us your snapshot of some of your popular items that our printers can take advantage of. And I'm curious, well, some of our members are kind of seeing all this information, and it sounds like you've worked with printers a lot, and Jessica, it sounds like you have that background with printers. Mm-hmm. Do you see what would be that kind of pivot point for a printer to say, wait, maybe I should be offering promo products? I know you mentioned some in the beginning about kind of making the mailings more attractive and higher open rate. What are some other things that maybe they could be telling their sales team in terms of a partnership? Because they might not think that they have a promo products arm, but now they do. Now all of our members have this promotional products arm that comes with their service offering. So something they can be telling their sales team to mention to their customers?
I mean, I'll just say that I think when you're out on a sales call, or your sales team is out on a sales call, I think it's, they're probably asking a lot of questions anyway, and that could be just thrown into the list of questions. Hey, are you guys doing anything to promote yourself besides the printing that we're talking about today? Are you doing any programs? Do you have any company stores? Do you put your logo on other things? Do you have some events coming up? Those kinds of questions, they're really probably very similar questions that they're going in and asking anyway. They just have to reshape them and edit it just a little bit to find out if they're doing promo. And I think more people, what we call it end users, those businesses are thinking of printers for more than just print. So it's a pretty natural segue into it.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm going to throw out an answer, and then Jess, you can answer too. We're all lining up for this question. I've been in the promo business about 25 years now, and I've been in rooms with printer organizations that trying to marry, and again, years past, there was always this thing that I sell print, I don't sell promo, I'm not interested, and we don't get anywhere, right? So I think, one of the biggest things members of, GAA is acceptance. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I get to do it every day, and you can hopefully see some of that excitement, but get excited about promo, get excited about growing your business, and knowing that somebody can help facilitate that for you. So acceptance is a big thing. And then going out to the end user, as June referred to, I'm sure that the members of GAA with their customers have great relationships. Hey, you like me, you like working with me, you've been doing print work or whatever you've been selling for years. They know you're reliable, you're great. Hey, why can't I put the piece of drinkware in the box for you? Why can't I put the magnet tipped into your recruitment letter or your alumni letter, or your, coming to campus and this is your orientation, here's a map of the school. So I think, from the sellers, it's just opening up the mind to say, wow, I got something new to sell. I got to learn, or I don't got to learn. We'll help you on the learning, but with a little open mind and a little acceptance, and knowing their customers love working with them, we can do great things up and down the channel.
And I'll just throw in one more thing before that I thought of, because I know there is a learning curve, and that's why I think Dan mentioned earlier, don't get overwhelmed by the number of items and categories. Kind of focus on 10 things maybe at the beginning. But another thing is if that end user asks questions, because I do think that's why printers are hesitant to get into it, because they don't have all the details on the promo side. But now you have a partner, and that can be kind of the pitch. We've got this new partner in promo, and they are our expert, and I'll still be your dependable salesperson. And like Dan said, you've used me forever, but we've got this new partner. They are the experts, and they're also a supplier. And, I think, and that's true. You can come to us and ask the hard questions, and we'll work you through the process until you know it yourself.
Just to be clear, and just wanted to add, June, is we do not sell direct to anybody. So we do not sell directly to universities or all these people that we're talking to. Everything is through a distributor, a GAA member, but a reseller, not us. So
Glad you mentioned that. I was going to point that out. Yeah.
Was that
you said something about that? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, so that's where the sharing of information, and if we need, we can sign NDAs, and we do, but your information is safe with us. And the more that we can be transparent about your customers, the better that we can serve you, because we're just educating ourselves that much more on what they buy and how they buy it. And again, not knowing, but anticipating your great relationships with these customers, we feel like we can put some more things in the box for you.
Right. And Jessica, I don't know if you wanted to chime in on this. And there's also a question in the chat from our one of our members down at Salem 1.
Okay, so the only thing that I was gonna say, just what Dan said, is the thing is that your customers want to work with you because you have that great relationship. And if they're buying, I mean, they're definitely buying promo, they might as well be buying it from you. So just simply saying to them too is, did you know that we offer this as well? And just leaving it at that and letting them come to you with more questions.
It's great.
Great. Every one of you out there, all of our members can now see officially that you offer promo products through this partnership with Magnet. So we're really pleased about that. Josh Valentine at Salem 1 said, what little we have dabbled in promo has seemed to be very import dominant for pricing competitive. With the current landscape, are most products still leaning that way, or is there a large domestic competitive group of options?
Well, the magnet, I'll grab that one. Again, I buy all the products for the Magnet Group. So, and one of the things that we have focused on, for a reason, towels, the books, the magnets, all the magnets are made in the USA. So we are deep in stock. We don't have to worry about the Chinese trade war that's going on right now. Yes, there are some categories that are affected by that. Drinkware is affected by that, but our journals come from Italy, so they're not so much affected by the China tariffs. Our towels are USA cotton, but finished in South America. So again, outside of China. But going back to our bread and butter, I mean, the name of the company is the Magnet Group, and our magnet line, which is our dominant, our biggest line in our offering, is all made in the USA.
Great. That's great. Wonderful. Well, we're up on time here. Are there any other last questions before we wrap up for the day? Anything else that anyone else wants to know about? Certainly know that Dan and his team, Jessica and June, are all very much available to all of you. Because you're a Graphic Arts Alliance member, you get to speak to the team. We have access to the team, and not just any old person at Mag. Not that your team isn't all great at all your levels, but you're getting that premium service from Graphic Arts Alliance membership. So we're really pleased to be sharing this with all of you. Hopefully you will look into the product lines and take advantage of everything that Magnet has to offer. We are very excited about this new partnership and looking forward to an exciting year in 2026. Any other thoughts, Dan, Jessica, June, before we wrap up?
You're going to hear from us. You're going to hear from us. We're excited about working with you. We're excited about helping. That's one of the things we do. We help create revenue for people, and we're excited to be working with you. And just have an open mind towards promo, and we'll do good things for you. And the others will do good things for you as well. As you can tell, we love what we're doing here. We're very passionate about it. We love talking about clients' needs and clients' wants. And again, after 25 years, we're good at matching up products with uses and needs and customers and doing things that are impactful. So again, tough to do it all in 45 minutes, but I think, over time, hopefully we'll become great friends and do great things together.
Sounds great. Well, thank you again, Dan, Jessica, June. It's a pleasure. It was also great meeting all of you at the show last week. So thank you. We'll be in touch. All of you
Awesome.
have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care.
Thank you so much,
All
everybody.
right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you.